Well, hello adventurers, welcome to a quick introduction into Fantasy Grounds and Pathfinder. How does it all work? Oh, all these windows, what's going on? Well, it's all quite straightforward at the end. No, it's not. It's a little bit of a learning curve, as I said. So this is the view of the GM. It's a campaign that was here, which is well met at Curftakruf, Maine. I'm not going to try and pronounce that, but it's just a campaign that you get free when you buy the license, the standard license for Fantasy Grounds. Okay. Quickly going through licenses, you get a demo which you can download, and that is all you need as a player. If there's a group of you and you want to use Fantasy Grounds, you only need one person who have the ultimate license, and he would have all the content. He would be the GM or the Dungeon Master, and he will effectively, you connect to his campaign and you just play through it. So all you just need a free copy. He will share all the content needed, and that's very good. It works over the internet, local LANs, so there's very little lag that I've seen. Now I've done one lesson which involved us going through a small adventure together as part of the tutorial. And that was via Fantasy Grounds College, which is absolutely amazing. And it worked fine. No lags whatsoever. Things were up and running. Had no problems at all. Everything was really fast, and it was very cool. Had Discord running in the background, so we were all chatting. 4 other adventurers and a GM, and it was brilliant. Now, I'm assuming that you know a little bit about role-playing with dice and character sheets, and a GM who would hide all the information, but he will guide you through an imaginary world that's set. Depending on what you're playing, Pathfinder has its own world, which I'm still to learn, so we might do a video or background on Pathfinder's world, so you can get to know it together. So he would have all the information, and he would just sort through your adventure, the where you go, decisions you make. If you come up to any combat, that will all be done using combat trackers, which is brilliant. I won't go into that here, that will be in another video. It's all done automatically. The Pathfinder is a little bit more complicated than if you, for example, Dungeon Master 5th edition. There's a little bit more roles. You tend to cover a lot more things. But it's all done automatically here, which is very good. There are loads of videos to check. It is you'll be amazed as a player how simple everything is. It's done automatically. Okay, so I have the Pathfinder core rules. I've purchased that. I've purchased the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition core rules as well. And but we'll just go through. So as the core rules, when I load everything in, one thing you do get, you get the reference manual. So I'll click on that, which is here. I will just show it to you. Okay, let's just get that window, bring it up a little bit. Right, I don't want to go over my face too much. So, cool rules. So this is everything. This is the 400 odd page manual, or 500, and it just goes through everything, the introduction, the whole lot. It's all linked in. Getting started, how you use the books, example of play, which is very cool. So this just, well, we just go through this. This just tells you an adventure, which is brilliant. It says the GM is running a group of 4 players through their latest adventure. They are playing Sealith, a human paladin, Zenun, a human wizard, Harsh, a dwarf ranger, and Lem, a halfling bard. The 4 adventurers are exploring the ruins of an ancient keep after hearing rumours that there is great treasure to be found in its misty vaults. As the adventurers make their way through the crumbling edifice, they cross an ancient stone bridge. Okay, and it says, after describing the scene, the GM asks the players what they want to do. Harsh. Let's keep moving, guys. I don't like the look of this place. I draw my crossbow and load it. Sealith. Agreed. I draw my sword just in case. Erin. I'm going to cast light so we can see where we're going. Good call. Alright, the GM says, alright. A flickering ghost springs up from your hand, illuminating the area. And then Lem says, I like to keep a lookout, just to make sure there are no monsters nearby. The GM consults his notes about this part of the adventure and realises that there are indeed some monsters nearby and that the PCs, that's the players, have walked into their trap. And he says, Lem, could you roll a perception check? Okay, so Lem rolls a d20 and gets 12. He then consults his character sheet and finds there's a bonus on perception skill, which turns out to be +6. I've got an 18. What do I see? GM. As you turn around, you spot 6 dark shapes moving up behind you. As they enter the light from Erin's spell, you can tell they're skeletons, marching onto the bridge wearing rusty armour and waving ancient swords. Okay, and Lem looks to the guys and says, guys, I think we have a problem. You do indeed, says the GM. And it goes on and on and on, and it goes through the battle, you can see, and it's just very, very cool. And then continually goes on and on and on and on. So this is the introduction to the book. And then you can go to generating a character. So it gives you the step-by-step, how to do the abilities, which we shall go through. Look, it covers everything. Okay, and that explains your abilities under Pathfinder. You get strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. And it just goes through them all. Then goes through the races. Okay, so in the races, you get dwarves, elves, gnomes, half-elves, half-orcs, halflings, and humans. Okay, and this is in core rules. And you got classes, so these are all the types of character that you can play, like a ranger, paladin, monk, fighter, and it's got pictures. They're just amazing. All the details about how they actually progress, what spells they would have depending on levels. Okay, and adjustments to armor class, fast movement. It just gets better and better. Okay, then goes through all the spells, and then if we go down a little bit further, it goes it goes into the GM side of it, which I think are I don't know if that's 4 dungeons. So this is from chapter 13 onwards is all really for the GM. Loads of appendixes for game aids. It's just references and things like that. Aspiring reading. It's just, this is so you get the full book, but it's laid out in very easy format, so you can see what's going on. Just very, very cool. Exceptional reference, especially when you're playing. Instead of having to thumb through a book, for example, look at this, sorry, I'm prepared. The book, and you're thumbing through it and you're going, especially me, short-sighted, I haven't got my glasses, So yeah, you can consult the book online, and it's very good. It's exceptionally good. Environmental rules. It's just you just could go on and on. I will stop. Okay, so you get all of this, but you can look at things like magic items by type. So it creates a list for you, and so you get magic artifacts. So if you get Philosopher's Stones, you have a look at that, and it's the weight and what it actually does, its value and things like that. It's very, very, very cool. These just help you no end. All in the rule book. Equipment. These are all the equipment that you can actually, things like if you want a light pick, light hammer, javelin, heavy crossbow. It's just very good, and they're all sorted out like simple one-handed melee, simple range. There's armor. It's just brilliant, 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 brilliant. Okay, so you got character generation. So I have one which is called Neil Test. It's a dwarf and it's a fighter level 1. Okay, so it covers your initiative, melee, range, and your combat movement base, I think. See, and learn as you go along. A armor class and loads of other stuff are in here. Your speed, depending on the fact that I'm a dwarf, it's all put automatically. So I choose dwarf, and it set my speed to 20, which we'll go through later. And other little things which are all race related, like my dark vision. We can go into combat, and it gives you a rough indication of what's going on. Which we won't go into. It's because this is it's done automatically. So we've got skills, which is another thing which you will have to read up on. But this is all filled in for you depending on your race and the class that you picked in. It gives you the correct ones, which is very helpful. Abilities, proficiencies. So these are all ones that are dwarf related, and here these are all racial related. Which all there's reference. You can click on them and it tells you that I would receive as a dwarf +4 racial bonus to combat maneuver defense. Combat maneuver and defense, that's CMD. I nearly got it right. When resisting a bull rush or a trip attempt. Okay, so this is all to do with melees and avoiding certain things. Inventory, I don't have anything, or notes, and weapons. Okay, so it's all handled here. Well, in actions, this is very good. I'll go into this in more detail when I fully understand it, but it does everything automatically. It's very cool. So obviously, as you create a character, if I were to create a new one, so just go new one, and we'll call it Neil. Adventurer. Race. So I'm just going to go here and I'll show you what to do. So look down here, race. So just pick that. I want to be a human. So there. Okay, so I'm going to go strength. Okay, and close that window. And my class, I want to be a fighter. Here. So pick this one. Go down until I see fighter. Rule set, put that over here, and I'm going to pick fighter as favourite class. We will ignore all of this. Okay, I'm going to go for 1 hit point and go okay. Alright, so we have a look in here, and you see on our chat window it tells you exactly what it's done to my character. So I look down here, without really doing anything, it's sort of filled in most stuff. Skills are all ticked, depending. Okay, abilities, proficiencies, and racial traits. These are all shown that I have a bonus feat, which I will choose. Nothing inventory, and abilities. So, if I wanted to add myself a sword, so we just go for, let me find equipment, tables and blah blah items. So I go here, And I'm going to go weapons. I'm going to go just a little sword. Club. Okay, so I would go in here, sword. And short sword, that'll be fine. So just drag it across. Brilliant. So that is in my inventory. I have one short sword. So if I go down to action, this is my sword, my short sword. It is equipped there. So if I wanted to do a +2, so do it, just double click there. Okay, so this is me. I've done an attack and I've got 12, so I'll do my damage, double click. Oh, I've done 1. I do get a +1 and it's piercing strike, and I have 2 damage. Lovely for Neil the Adventurer. I mean, it's all done automatically. It's loads of other things. I'm not covered half of what this actually does, but it's all in the actions. You'll find that when you're playing, you'll have your main character for reference. Like if you have to do a perception roll, oh, I got a very good 19, or you're at initiative, just double click, or you could just drag that across. That's great. It's all very good. We got combat, maneuver, defense, and I got 7. Okay, so this shows my speed. So we've got maps. It's just brilliant. You can click on here, and if we go Pathfinder and go to human, I'll pick one that looks like me. Is there a haggard old man? Oh, here do. So right, so it's added him there. Lovely. So yeah, without really doing anything, I have a lot of my character already set up, which is brilliant. You can go through the rules. Generally, you just go, if you want to do a character, it can take about an hour when you're going through, but it's the start of an adventure. It's part of the fun, building up your character. It's just great. Okay, so we've got here, Fighter 1, lovely. Okay, so that is that. I think we can have, let's have a look at images. Okay, we really want, okay, that one. So if I go floor plan, that one. Well, oh, brilliant. So this is the basic, so I go on that. This is the floor plan. This shows you the feet. And I think you can put the grid on. Okay. So it's another thing. Pointers, layers, resize. As is all new to me. Selection mode, drawing. Okay, so you can draw on there. So I can. You can plonk characters on there, but I won't go into that. This just shows you basically what you can do. Okay, minimize, resize, layers. Oh, set grid. Alright, I've done it sort of automatically. Alright, so roughly the grid. So this will be a 5 meter or 5. Is it 5 meter movement? It's 5 foot. 5 foot movement. Okay. Alright, so this is what the GM would do, and if you wanted to share it, he'd just do that, and then he'd share the whole sheet. And then anyone playing will then get to play. Okay, so if I just close them. Okay, so we got that one. I think, right, I don't want to go any more into this because I'm clicking around randomly. There's a few other things here, but we won't go into. This just shows you what it all feels like. There are things down here. Okay, so the beauty about this is right click, it goes through the whole lot. There's a whole lot of things, very easy to do. Everything you click on the background, you've got reorganize the dice. So you can have them moved around, and then you think, can I reorganize them? Of course you can. You can right click on things there, what percentage roll, so you can prompt that there, and it's 55. Can you notice that this is a 1d10? If you right click like that, you get a 1d10 and effectively a 1d10 but in units of 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 0. Lovely, so you just roll them. At the bottom here, you do have, technically, there's like hot things. So if I wanted, so right click or left click on this dice, right click to add more. So I'll get four dice. I'll just drop them in there. So that technically says that I can roll 4 dice. Brilliant. So, and that one's percentage. So if you needed to roll stuff, you can drop it down there. You can drop other things down here. So you go there, so I can go like that, and it's a floor plan for things, bring it up for references. I've got the dwarf rules here already laid out, and the fact I want to be a fighter, so I click on that, it gives you all the history of the fighter, and any other stuff, the main abilities, depending on the level. So I get 1 bonus feat, and weapon and arm proficiency. So I'll have a look at that. It's brilliant. So it's all in there, and it gives you a brief description of the whole fighter class. It is really, really helpful. With these, you can change these with control. So you see they've gone from 1, 2, 3 to C, 1, 2, 3. Then control and alt for CA. You got alt and shift. So you got shift A, shift control, alt number. So you effectively get a really easy way of getting, I think, is it 80 different areas set aside. So there's sort of 6 different combinations that you can store like dice in. So if I want to do that one, roll it, and if I want items, that put in there. Okay, so do that, and I've got the absorbing shield info. So it's very cool. Up here you get other stuff, which is all part of like the party sheet. Okay, so I think, oh yeah, we'll add them into the party sheet. There, lovely. And I don't think, okay, take ownership in, clear, great. Not sure on adding them into the game. They come up here. Alright, so, oh yeah, we'll just take it there, and if I go combat tracker, which might be one of these, it's fully prepared for all of this. So you get effects and modifiers. I won't go into any of this, but you get different things, like say I wanted it sunny, the light will change, or at night you see just the tint's gone, more night, and it slowly goes, makes it very atmospheric. It's very cool. So much to go in for, and I will I will say it is learning curve. As a player, all you will see is your character sheet and whatever the GM will share with you. So you'll get a map pop up, and it will be, you get the fog of war, so it's just very good. Loads of videos. I will attempt to go through this later, but I just wanted to show you what Pathfinder looks like in Fantasty Grounds. It is and like gives you a little bit of a feel of Fantasy Grounds. It is very good. I would go to say it's exceptionally good. When you get into it, it's such a time saver. You can really go through what might take a couple of hours if you had book and paper. Can be done in minutes, so you can go through an adventure really quickly. It is very cool. It gets a thumbs up from me. well worth every penny. Like I say, you don't have to pay for it. If you have a friend that already has Fantasy Grounds Ultimate license, which is quite expensive, you can go for that, and I think it's around £9 a month. Sounds like a lot. If you can buy it outright, but that will be around £100. I think it's quite a lot of money to initially lay out. Plus you then have to buy your core rules, any monster manuals or bestiality, whatever it is, not bestiality, whoops, the beast manuals, and your campaign. If you buy one, they can be all quite expensive. You can create your own, which is very cool, but it's quite time consuming. Yeah, but the GM will have already paid for all of that, and he will have a full understanding. So you just connect. You could be in the same room or in different continents. I played with quite a few people from America, and yeah, very, very cool. It was, yeah, it's exceptional. With a good GM, he'll go through everything. It's, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Exceptionally good. Alright then, I won't waffle on anymore. This is just gives you a basic feel for how great this all is. It is can be quite confusing, but bear with it. It's not, you would, as a player, you will get you get, say, a little information here, and your character sheet will be mainly here. So you'd have a big character sheet, and you'd be on skills and your actions, and you'd be going, oh yeah, I want to do that, and that's basically it. And you'll get a map that would appear here. Let's see if we can get like a nice map. Oh yeah, what we got here, map. Alright, lovely. That will appear, and yeah, you would think, yeah, it would tell you, there'd be little tokens on here, and it was saying you travel around here, and there's a big water and what you will see and everything. It's very, very cool. Alright, and that's as much as I want to go into it. It's very good, very confusing. It's hard to explain when I'm still learning myself, but I hope it helps. I'll watch this video, and if it really is confusing, I'll redo it again. So I will apologise if I've confused people. Hopefully not, but hopefully you will get a good feel, and you'll see that it's all covered here. You'll be thinking, oh yeah, everything's there. Anyone who's played like Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder or any of the games will know about character sheets, and they will know they need a sharpened pencil, loads of dice, and it's all here, and it's all there for you, and you can just pick it up, roll it on there, and it will be just great. And it will just move it over there so you can see. Yeah, you'll be able to see. Just roll them on there. It's just very, very cool. It's just very good for doing stuff like that. Okay, I've digressed so much, but hopefully you get a feel for it. I will do so many videos on this, I think, because I think it's well worth persevering, and it's a very good way for learning. Like I have, you can get a better understanding of spells. They're quick and easy references. So if I just go for spells, okay, so acid arrow, it just tells you, okay, conjuring, there's things that it needs, and it's just great. It just gives all references on how to do it all, and you would add that to the character, and it would set it all up. It would be very cool. As in when we added the weapon onto our character, it just comes on their spell throw. You can add effects, because this is where Pathfinder gets a little bit confusing, the fact that you can add quick things in depending on your race and class. You might be able to add special abilities, and these will come as effects which you can effectively give yourself as a bonus, or on the target that you're doing. You effectively say, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to attempt to well, blind him, for example, or confuse while I do another attack, because the attacks they do get quite confusing. Trust me, it's great. With a little bit of guidance from your GM, you'll be walk through these things and you'll be do it like it's second nature. It's very cool. Well, I hope this sort of helps as an introduction into Fantasy Grounds, and it's just a very quick video just to show you the feel for it. I haven't gone into any of the detail, like I'm creating a campaign or the detailed way of doing your character with Pathfinder, but it gives you a feel. And more importantly, don't be daunted by the cost. Of course, if there's a group of 5 of you, only one will need to buy the full game with the ultimate license. So you can all chip in. If there's 5 of you, £100 suddenly becomes £20, and on a group, as we all know, when you go into these adventures, they will take months or if not years to complete. If you're doing it once a week or once every 2 weeks for 3 or 4 hours, then yeah, it will take years to complete. This is the beauty of this, and it's just after the initial layout. There aren't that many hobbies where you spend £30 on a campaign and you, with your friends, you get to play it for 2 years, 3 years. So after the initial layout, that was an ongoing thing. So if you do it per hour, it's exceptionally good value for money. Either way, whether you're using Fantasy Grounds or you buy the books from your local store, it's still the initial cost, but once you've done that, it's great. You're immersed in this world, and it's brilliant. Fantasy Grounds is brilliant. Fantasy Grounds, with its full support from Fantasy Grounds College, which you will find in Discord, is utterly amazing. That is really, really good. I might do a quick video of Discord channel so you can quickly see it. Hopefully I won't break any copyrights by doing that, but at least you'll get to see that. Yeah, thumbs up, well worth every single penny, and I hope this video has helped, and I hope I haven't waffled too much. Okay, thank you very much. Happy adventuring.